Hi, it's Lolly and I'm back. I have an improvement on yesterday's video. Yesterday I was showing how to make a pop-up that would work inside of your flip book or inside of a greeting card, and I had this complicated measuring system. So I've discovered today an easier way to do this. So the card that I used yesterday was 3.5 inches by 9 inches, and all I asked was that you find the middle here on this cardstock, okay? You would use pencil. I used some heavy marker on this so that you could see what I'm doing. And in order to avoid all the measurements that we did on this one, I'm just going to use a piece of washi. I'm going to line it up with my, with my grid on here, just to make sure everything is at right angles. And I'm going to cut off the very end. There we go. I'm going to measure 2.5 inches in, and 2.5 inches in again on this side. And now I have two identical pieces of washi, and again you can use a different length. Okay, and all I'm going to do is center this one. I'm just going to eyeball it. So if you are not a perfectionist and this is okay with you, this will be a lot faster than the other method. Okay, now look at center and just move it to the right a little bit. There you go. Okay, all I'm going to do now is to cut along the long ends of both washis, all the way from the top to all the way to the bottom. And again, this doesn't have to be perfect, so if you're not a perfectionist, this will be a lot faster for you. Less measuring, and you can use the washi again if you just put it on a piece of acetate or plastic to hold on to it. And then all we need to do is score. That was so much faster to get where we were going this time. We're going to, this is the one that's off center, we're going to score along this line except for on this one. So we're going to score, skip, and score all the way down. And then we need to score this bar somewhere between here and the end. I'll just pick a place. Well, I'm not finding a groove there. There's a groove right there. And then we're going to score right along the end of every one of these bars. There we go. And that was so much faster than what we did yesterday. So I'm going to turn this over. This is the right side. Fold these in toward me. Increase these. And this one gets folded on its new score line. Crease, crease. Oops, fold that one back out again. So for those of you who don't like all the measuring, this is really fast. Okay, so that one didn't score where I wanted it. There we go. Okay. So this would get glued inside here. What I usually do is I would glue all the top here, lay it in there, and then push that down. And then when I get a good seal there, I would bring the whole thing up, glue here, and then seal down there. And that would keep it in place for you. So there you go. And one more look at how that looks when it's done. This one I have the tall one on the right. It doesn't really matter which one is on the right or the left. I hope that was easier for you. It sure is easier for me, and I think I will definitely be using the washi system from now on. I didn't damage my washi, so I am putting it on acetate, and I can use it for my very next pop-up. Thank you so much for watching and giving me a thumbs up.